ready? I was ready.
B.W.O. 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 Brothers with opinions, now we spreading the word. In this world, things get hard cause we been blinded by ignorance, man. Fear the unknown to progress is a hindrance. Silence is consent, so let your voices be heard. Man, we brothers with opinions, now we spreading the word. Bringing light to the dark, revolution is an art. Man, a lot of people talk, but they ain't never walked apart. Gotta shine a light on poverty and fight against injustice. And always speak the truth when the enemy.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is. Back with B.W.O, number one podcast in the area. We're going to have a special guest on today. Very, very special guest, Mr. Jaishaun Offutt, Handley's number one lineman, probably the all-state lineman. And I won't hype him up too much, but we're going to have a couple questions for him today and let him speak on himself and how blessed he's been to be a dominant lineman and scholar over there at Handley and the future that he has, including going down there to be a demon deacon. So let's get right into it with Wayne, Tony, and myself and Mr. Jaishaun.
So welcome, Jaishaun.
What's up?
So first off, congratulations on everything you've accomplished. You were what, 4D, they call it region,
4D.
all-state lineman, and then made first team all-state as well. Yep. So Jaishaun, first off, I guess introduce yourself a little bit and tell us about, your journey through your football career.
I mean, I started playing football when I was in like fourth grade, just a little kid out in the neighborhood, and just got picked up by the travel team and seen size in me, and been playing since fourth grade. I mean, the journey was good, like when I was younger and never like dealt with any injuries or like being put away from the sport. But once I got towards high school, that's when like it actually showed like me having to deal with problems or people could be better than me or me not believing in myself or injuries. And I feel like the only thing that stuck out to me was either injuries or not having confidence at the beginning. And like being hurt watching and seeing your teammates playing, knowing that you can't help them winning or losing, it just like showed that I could play a big role in this team if I just could stay healthy and believe in myself. So just sitting back watching helped me gain confidence and help me become a better player.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I've known you since I remember when you started. You moved into the area. You and your brother were like, "Man, look at the size of these kids.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be something." And yeah, you are. Look, D1 at Wake Forest. So so how are your grades first and foremost?
My grades are good. I strive to get A's and B's. It might be a couple of times I might have a C, but I try to get it to as high as possible. And my goal is to get A's and B's.
Good. So that leads into the next question. So how do you balance your academics along with your, playing football?
I try to stay ahead of my work. When I was younger, I would try to wait until like the last week to get it all done. But once you get older, you have more responsibilities. You just can't wait until the last week to finish stuff. So I try to stay on top of it when I can and try to get the work done, ask for help when I need it, or stay after school, anything like that. But just try not to fall behind.
Yeah. That's key, man.
Yeah, good for you.
Got to do it, just get it done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Good for you. So, who is your favorite coach? Right, who's like inspired you, or
I mean, I wouldn't say that he's pretty like inspired me a lot just because it's only been 2 years. But our line coach, Coach Hoenig, I feel like him being like an older dude and having like a young heart, and you being able to like just go and talk to him, go to his house, build a relationship with him in 2 years, just shows how much impact he can put on a young kid in high school so fast.
Awesome. So do you have a favorite teacher? We'll put a teacher out there.
I wouldn't say I have a favorite teacher, but there's like teachers that I would go talk to if I need help for something, or coaches. But I usually, around sports so much, it's either coaches or teammates that I'm talking to. I might go talk to my mom if I have a lot of problems, because she's like versatile. Like, she'll tell me how it is, tell me what I'm doing wrong, and let me know up front instead of like beating around the bush.
Good. So now going to Wake Forest, was that your first option?
I mean, it wasn't my first option. I had a lot of FCS offers, and I ended up getting offered from UVA. It was just when I went down to campus in the summer, I ended up getting hurt. So I had a bunch of camps planned out in the summer, and I went to my first one at Clemson, and I came back and wasn't supposed to be practicing. I decided to practice, and I ended up getting hurt at spring practice. So then each week would come up, and I wouldn't feel 100%. Or I was just like not to the point where I knew I can go in front of a college and perform. So I just kept pushing them off. And Wake Forest had like a late camp, and I know I wasn't gonna be 100%, but for a coach to stay in contact when you're hurt or like in the summertime when you're like a low recruited player, it just showed like at least show interest back because they're showing interest. And I went down there and happened to be the best experience that I've had in a long time with football.
That's awesome. So they kept in touch and everything while you were.
Yeah.
So what was your injury? How did you overcome? Deal with that being injured?
So I was doing one-on-ones, and I've had history of hyperextending my knee, and I just went to like step in and it buckled like it usually does. And it's more the fact that like you can't try to fix it because it's just swelling up, and it's either ice in the elevation and like trying to run, but I couldn't really run. It was just swollen.
Yeah, injuries suck. We all know that being athletes.
Yeah.
You want to be out there for your teammates.
Yeah. I got a quick
question. Go ahead, Wayne.
Who was the actual biggest influence in your life that went towards football? Like, who was that person that said, "Hey, Jaishaun, stay with football"? Like, was there that one main person, or was it?
I wouldn't really say it was a main person, but I knew that football always had an outlet for a lot of people, and you might not be the best talented player when you're younger, might not see it in yourself, but if you keep working, you'll get there eventually. And my mom really shows me like just keep pushing yourself because she does a lot of things that most parents wouldn't do, and they try to support their kids while they're playing 3-4 sports. So her just pushing me to play sports by her just going to work every day and busting her butt and just doing a lot of things that most parents wouldn't want to do or might get tired of doing because they have a life too and they have a situation that they're dealing with inside. So her doing that just showed me that like, football has an outlet and there's a lot of ups and downs in football, and it's like that in life. So it's teaching me life, and I'm playing the sport that I love to play.
Awesome.
I love it. Chris, you got a question?
Well, I want to make a comment before the question. My comment was as excited as Wayne and I are, and then so many people right now because of Jayden Daniels and what he's doing for Washington. I feel like if
there we go,
you guys could have that same situation in the playoffs, man. Like you guys would have beat Sherando and could have went even further, but that's part of that injury thing we was just talking about. But besides football, I want to know because I saw you out there with a nice little spin move on the court. How is it out there playing on that basketball court with you guys?
I mean, basketball is fun. I know I'm not the most talented player. I don't got the best skills, but I know that like the team's good, and I see how much hours they put in, and I really respect that because not a lot of people are going to do what they do and the hours that they put in. That's why we are what we are right now, just because the mindset they have and the work that they put in. And I just want to be a part of that journey.
Well, it helps to have a young man with your mindset as well on that court and pushing them every day.
Yes, sir.
And like if I was playing against somebody like you in practice every day, I knew I probably would be struggling. So that's only going to help Christian and Will and Kyron and everybody get better for the regular opponents they have to play. So I love playing against better players. Like Wayne and I had to do it all the time in practice, and it definitely made our starting five better every day.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we definitely know kids the size of Jaishaun is why you stopped playing football.
Yeah, I got tired of getting hit.
Hey,
but man, I
get
think
it.
It's awesome, man. I wish you all the best. I know the interview's not over, but for you to come from Handley and go somewhere like Wake Forest, and the two guys you're sitting across the table from, those are UVA fans. So that's a good choice on your part.
Yeah, I wish you would have chose UVA, but hey, it's just a great thing he's going off and playing somewhere. But I'll still root for him, but I'm still going to root for my Who's at the same time. So
yeah, but next year he's going to stop. He's going to stop people from Florida State and Clemson trying to get to his quarterback. So that's sweet, man. I can't wait to see that.
Super.
Right. So that brings. I'm thinking of you can't speak on your NIL deal, can you?
I mean, no.
Did you get one? You can leave it yes or no.
I feel like it comes with just playing the sport at the level I'm playing at. I mean, if you're going to play at a high Division I school, or doesn't matter. I mean, Division II's kids are getting it too now, and I feel like at my point of view, I'm not thinking about NIL. I chose the school because I love this school. Right. The money comes with it. That's what comes with it. But I'm not picking the school just because of the money.
Yeah. Well, good job, man. Good for you.
Staying humble.
Do you know what you're going to try to take up as far as a major or whatever when you get there, or are you going to wait?
I wanted to do like sports management, but I don't have to declare my major until my junior year. So I'm gonna keep my options open just because I'm not 100% on what I want to do. But that's like my main focus right now, just trying to figure out like what I want to do when I get there.
Yeah.
And then now I remember, before I forget.
That kind of ties in though. Like, I mean, if you do get like an NIL deal down the road, what you want to do in school, you could probably take that money and put towards that. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You might be starting your own business one day, you know? So.
Yeah, these kids now, they got to get financial advisors.
Yeah.
Right. But you seem like you're well put together, Jaishaun, mentally and physically. So you seem like you're very mature for your age.
Exactly.
But my question was, because I remember the coach who recruited you from Wake Forest, what did he do? Retire?
Yeah, so the head coach resigned like after a little bit after signing day, and it was more trying to figure out who was going to be there and who wasn't. But it ended up being like most of the coaching staff that was there ended up leaving.
Mm-hmm. So that leads to my question. So why did you? Because a lot of kids I know, when they get recruited by a certain coach and then the coach leaves, it's like, well, then I'm not going to go to that school now. So why did you decide to stick with Wake Forest?
I mean, I feel like the school was it felt like home when I went down to campus. I've been there a couple of times, and I didn't pick the school just because of the coaching staff, because the ultimate goal is to play football, but you have to be at school for however long you got to be there, because football players are there from half of the year. So I have to be able to enjoy the school, and I enjoyed the school, the recruiting, the coordinators, and all that. And for Coach Dicker coming in, he came from Washington State. He's been winning each year. He's got better and better. And just sitting back when they were trying to figure out the new coaching staff, and when he came in, he got right to work. He got a lot of people transferring in and got the missing pieces and got a coaching staff, and just trying to give them a try and believe that they can take me where I want to go is what I was mainly focused on.
Awesome. So, all right. So outside of sports, what are some of your interests outside of sports?
I mean, I stay inside most of the time. I don't really like to leave the house, but if I do, I'm either with my friends or out with my mom. She might be running the errands. I just like to be around her, but usually either with my friends or with my mom.
Nice. Okay. So what advice would you give a upcoming freshman coming into high school?
I feel like if I had advice my freshman year, it would be stay in the weight room. You got to get your grades right, because when you come into high school, you just want to be like, I'm going to skip practice today, or I'm not going in today just because you're tired and don't want to wake up. But those days add on, and once you get to your senior year and you think back, like if I would think back, I would be like, I should have been in the weight room freshman, sophomore year. Maybe I could have been on varsity earlier. That could give me better opportunities right now where I'm at. But I feel like everything happens for a reason, and my journey was my journey, and that's why I like to have my journey, because it's only my journey. Nobody else can live through my journey.
Awesome, Jaishaun. Awesome.
Gotta keep that mentality, man.
Yeah.
Got to. If you want to be great, you gotta put that work in.
Yeah.
So, Chris, you got any more questions for Jaishaun? Look, Zeb's here. Zeb, you got a question?
Yeah. Do you have a team you follow in the professional ranks?
I'm following Washington. Like, I've been watching a couple of their games here and there, but I don't really have a favorite team in the NFL.
What about a couple of your favorite offensive linemen in the league, like Nelson and some of those guys that you might look up to or study their game some?
I mean, I feel like he's not playing right now and he's getting older, but Trent Williams, if you watch my film in high school and go back and watch his film, I feel like it's comparison. Like, we play the same. We both come with a lot of speed, pulling around the corner, comes with a lot of speed and power, and that's what I model my game after.
But he played for us for a long time as an all-pro, man.
Yeah.
And I saw your highlights and stuff. You was up there just picking guys up in the air and just throwing them out the way. It was crazy. I'm like, man.
It's crazy. I can't wait to see you, man.
Yeah, it was a sight to see, man. You guys had a lot of great talent on that team this year, but you definitely led the way. Like, those guys wouldn't have had all those running yards without somebody like you and your brother and everybody else out there blocking for him.
Yeah.
The offensive line is the unsung heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it starts.
Always. Y'all guys don't always get a lot of the accolades and the shine like on ESPN and stuff, but everybody knows without an offensive defensive line, the teams, they're not really going to be successful. So they need people like you, man. I wish you was going to Syracuse. That's my school, but hey, I don't knock you to go. You want to go to a cold weather area.
Well, they are in a dome, though, aren't they?
Yeah, but not outside practice.
Well, I
and going to class every day. It's cold, man. I've been to Winston-Salem. It's pretty nice down there.
Yeah, I like the campus.
Yeah, it's a very nice area. So, all right, Jaishaun. So you also play, you just like we discussed, Chris brought it up, you're on the basketball team and you're also part of the track team.
Yeah.
Because you do what, shot put?
Yeah, I put shot.
Because didn't you make first team last year?
Yeah, I won states last year, indoor and outdoor. And I just really do it just to get away from football, but it's happened. It turns out to be like a second sport that I would do if football wasn't there. So I enjoyed throwing the shot on my free time.
So you're just out there having fun, and while you're doing it, you're just winning state championships.
Yeah, just having fun. I'm just winning state championships.
That's fire, man, because we've had a lot of good track and field athletes, too, at Handley. That's the most championships we've won has been in track and field. But you out there just winning states for fun as a junior, man, that's something sweet.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to the most when you get down there to Winston-Salem?
I just want to get to work. I just want to see, what's the life about in college. And, I know it's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but just try to figure out, my flow of things and how I'm going to do managing playing all-time football and then going to class, having to keep my grades up.
Yeah, we all went to college, man, and not to play D1 sports or anything, but there's a lot of distractions. I went to Division III to play basketball in Lynchburg, but it's still a lot of distractions because when you're not used to all the freedoms and stuff and there's nobody around really telling you what to do, you don't even have to go to class. It can be rough here and there. I'm going to be honest with you. All the girls and everything else, that you're just like, oh, man. But, yeah, you stay focused, man. You're down there. You know what you're down there for. So we all rooting for you and pulling for you, man. No matter what happens, we're going to be a Demon Deacon fan these next coming years.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said the main word, man. Just stay focused. Everything in college is you got to put it on a schedule.
Yeah.
And if that's what you got to do, then that's what you got to do. That part of the day. Then it's got to be football. Then it's got to be weightlifting. Then back to the books. You got to stay within that sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we believe in you, Jaishaun. And I got one last question for you. What are some words you live by? Do you have a motto or saying, philosophy in life?
I don't have one, but I just know that every day I wake up, I'm striving to be the best person of myself, and that can come in different ways. It can come just helping somebody out in that day or trying to better myself. But I just want to have an impact on people's day, talking to them or asking how their day going. Because not a lot of people do that nowadays. Most people either holding their problems or what they're going through. My teammates, I would talk to them, joke around, but I kind of get a feel for people, how they're acting, and I might just talk to them about their day or whatever they're going through.
That's awesome, Jaishaun. That's all. Yeah, you have such a great attitude. Knowing you from when you were, I wouldn't say small, but younger. You've came a long way and really matured as a young man and an athlete. That is awesome. So we appreciate you being on.
Yes, sir.
You have any final words you want to speak on anything? Could be anything you want to get off your chest or just put out there.
Go judges.
Yeah, for sure. Rooting for the judges. Playing with them this year and being upperclassmen and playing with underclassmen, it really shows me how the upperclassmen were thinking when I was underclassmen, because most underclassmen aren't taking it serious and what y'all been through and y'all's problems. And I feel like our team really matured this year. Not a lot of people would say that we would be where we were just because how young we were and the problems that we've had inside our team, just being young and immature, going through our problems. But we really played good this year. And I didn't tell anybody on the team, but I was proud how we played, because not a lot of people would expect us to go down to Salem and have a game just because of our past season. But we really went down there and put up a fight, and injuries happen, and that's football in life. And we weren't able to overcome them, but I was proud of our season this year.
Well, that's all. Yeah, you guys have a lot of, like you just said, a lot of young talent coming up.
Yeah.
And they're very, they may be on later too, but they're mature for their years too. Yeah. A lot of them kids.
Yeah.
So they put in a lot of work.
Man, the locker room, you got to keep it like it's a brotherhood.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you're going to have your differences between one another, but that's what makes you stronger.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, man, it's good stuff.
Well, we enjoy having you on, Jaishaun. Good luck to you. Yeah, and let's go win a state championship in basketball. Be a part of that.
Yes, sir.
All right, we enjoyed having you on.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank
Yeah,
you
we
very
appreciate
much.
you. Wish you all the best, man. Definitely.
Thank
To
you.
hear how you even just speak with us just now, man, you can tell you're headstrong, man, and we definitely wish you the best in everything, not just football.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Appreciate it.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into local scores and area news with Mr. Tony Dinges.
Okay, so we'll start off with Virginia schools first with local basketball. We always get into, and we'll recap through the week. Sharando defeated Strasburg 57-48 on Monday, and Meridian defeated Millbrook 75-57. On Tuesday, Brentsville defeated Manassas Park 45-38. Warren County defeated Kettle Run 39-37. Skyline defeated Fauquier 76-68. Millbrook beat Liberty 75-44, and our Handley Judges defeated Kettle Run 98-37. So Wednesday, we had Meridian wins again 87-33. And TC8, who's that?
TCA?
TCHS. I'm not sure who that is.
But
But
that would be TC Williams. It's probably TC Williams.
But
Because
yeah,
that's Alexandria area. It's like Falls Church.
yeah, I think you're right.
TC Williams changed their name.
To what?
They're
Alexandria High School.
Yeah, they're Alexandria High School now.
So I'm not sure.
So
I'll be a team from down that area though.
Yeah. So Haley won again, defeated Kettle Run 98-37. Millbrook defeated James Woods 78-66. Liberty beat Manassas Park 52-30. And Sharando defeated Warren County 58-44. The Thursday slate was one game. You had Brentsville falling to Culpeper County 69-43. And on Friday, Fauquier defeated Brentsville 94-16. Haley beat Liberty 95-29. Got a lot of close games here. And Jacewood beat Warren County 77-56. And Wayne went to this game, Meridian and Skyline.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't go? Oh, that's right. You didn't coach. But I heard Meridian they won 57-54 on a buzzer beater 3 at the end of the game. And there was controversy. I guess I was hearing from people that the kid traveled and blah, blah, blah. You know,
there's always going to be
they should have went
game winner.
So,
who wants
what does Handley average? 90 points a game right now?
I don't know. Jaishaun's still with us. He decided to stay on. So do you know what you all average?
I'm not sure what the average is.
I think the last time I calculated it, I went through all the scores. It was like 70, so near 80. But I'm sure it's went up.
Have they put up triple digits yet? Because they've been at 99, 98.
No, not yet. They tried, but they haven't yet. So I'll finish up Saturday. Yesterday, Fauquier defeated Kettle Run 78-42. So on to West Virginia. They had one game on Monday. Musselman fell to University 70-45. Jefferson defeated Briar Woods 53-51. Washington defeated Musselman 84-60. And Spring Mills won again 57-40 over Morgantown. That was on Tuesday. And then the Friday slate, West Virginia, all I got is Martinsburg defeated Washington 67-63. So there you go, fellas. Area scores.
There you have it.
Handley's still doing their thing. Spring Mills is still doing their thing. That would be a good game if y'all played them. I think.
I'm still trying to figure out the school University. Where is this at?
I can't remember where they're at. Let me look.
Have you heard of University?
No.
Let me see. I'll look it up for you.
And that's a West Virginia school, right?
Yeah. West Virginia.
I've never heard of University, like high school. Like, never heard of it.
And it don't even want to come up on the search either. They're so small.
Yeah.
Morgantown.
Is that? Oh, yeah, Morgantown?
Yeah, Morgantown.
Oh, thank you. Yep, you're right. Morgantown.
So it's probably a high school right off, like, you know what I mean, the campus of West Virginia.
Right off the campus, yeah. Possibly.
True.
Morgantown's fun to go up to a football game, man. I saw them against Syracuse in '97 with McNabb. It was sweet, dude. Eating that sausage gravy, it was freezing.
So
They got a big stadium too.
So up and coming games, guys, real quick. On Monday, Spring Mills will play Shady Spring. They're 7-1. Spring Mills is 8-0. And
That's a great matchup, man.
Play West Side.
You said Spring Mills is undefeated?
Yeah, they're still undefeated. They're the team to beat. They're loaded.
Better than Martinsburg? Martinsburg's no good?
Martinsburg's all right.
Martinsburg's always good.
I'm about to say
no, not all the time. Their basketball, at least, they're up and down.
Yeah.
It's from year to year. So then you got this week also big game. Handley playing Skyline Wednesday
night. I'll be at that game.
Yep, and then they got another big one on the slate is Charlottesville. They play Saturday.
Yeah,
correct at Millbrook is where that'll be. And then Millbrook, I believe, plays Orange County.
Is that like a neutral site?
Yeah, it's like a little showcase tournament, I think.
Because Millbrook plays, I believe, Orange County.
Is it at nighttime or?
I'm not sure what the game is.
Yeah, I'll have to. I think it's in like 2 or 3 o'clock.
I'd be at
3 because I'm about to say I've been going to a lot of these showcases and they've been having games like at 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Hold on, that's Millbrook. I'm looking at the wrong. I'm thinking Millbrook. It says to be they haven't put it out there yet, but I'm sure it's probably going to be 2, 3, maybe because they got 2 games or 3, however many. Like Jaishaun just said, it's like a showcase or something. Right. So it'll be multiple teams.
It'll probably be games all day. Are the girls playing too?
I think they are.
Yeah, there's going to be some girls varsity games, but that's another one I want to see is Handley versus Skyline. Girls too.
The girls, are they undefeated or?
Our girls lost to Meridian, I think.
One loss.
Yeah.
They got 1 loss.
Okay.
And then Skyline's undefeated. And Wayne, we've seen them girls. Them girls are tough.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
That'll be a good game.
Girls Skyline.
The girls game. I think it would be a good one.
They are aggressive and
Tony, don't they have Diamond and Carson Bunch in them on that team?
Yeah.
Those girls can
dude, they're loaded. So it's gonna be a test for Handley. I ain't gonna lie. The Handley girls. It's gonna be a big game. Definitely. So, all right, guys, we'll get into your Washington Commanders, the NFL, and all that stuff because I know y'all want to sit here and toot their horn and all this. So go ahead, Chris. You can start off. I get you're already cheesing.
I ain't gonna lie, it feels good. I was 10 years old when we made it this far.
Because Washington defeated Zeb's Lions. Everybody, Zeb shaking his head.
It feels good for multiple reasons, but to have the toxicity that we've had in our organization with Dan Snyder and everything else and the name change and all that, to be sitting here with a rookie quarterback when they projected us to have 4 wins this year and we won 12 and now 2 road playoff games, it feels great, man.
Yeah.
Like nobody expected us to be where we are, and to everything we went through, I'm telling you, we haven't been this far since I was 10, and you and Wayne were like 11 or 12, man. You know how long ago that is? We're in our mid 40s.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like it hadn't even really like sunk in on me. Like
so, a lot of people who change teams, or now they like the Chiefs or the Golden State Warriors or whoever's good, but we've stuck with our team and have dealt with what we've dealt with forever. The Sean Taylor situation, where he lost his life and we haven't been the same. RG3 is a great rookie, get hurt, we haven't been the same. So we haven't had anything to cheer for. So to be where we're at now and go on the road and be the only road team to win last week and then this week play the number 1 team and go up there and beat them, yeah, it feels good, man.
Well, it's the whole thing. You know, I give credit where credit's due. It starts at the top. Once they got a new owner, management, they bring in Magic Johnson.
And Bob Myers, two great basketball minds.
So it just shows you it starts at the top and the culture, and how it can turn around that quick. So hey, I gotta give you all credit. Whatever my Cowboys, we sitting on the couch.
You have to have winning mentality people in your organization. And like you said, it starts from the front office all the way back to the players and the coaches. It's accountability, man.
Jaishaun, did you watch that game at all?
Yeah, I was watching it. I watched it here and there, but like the first half, but I watched the whole second half.
Yeah,
So
it was fun, man. It was
who
fun for
who
us.
stuck out to you in the game? Any players? Were you watching the linemen?
I don't really watch live when I'm watching like NFL
Mhm.
or like college sports, but I be watching like the whole game in general. And I mean, you can't say Washington's not good when their defense had a veteran quarterback. I think he threw like 3 picks and he threw one on their last drive of the game. I mean, that quarterback can't go out there and throw a pick in your last drive of the game. It's not how you're supposed to go out.
Yeah. But
Jared Goff.
in his defense, though, that defense does pin their ear back. They know what's coming.
I'm not gonna lie, like I
But he
told
didn't have a
Chelsea,
good game. Golf did not play well.
No,
But
you can't throw 3 picks in the playoffs and win.
but
No way.
but at the same time, Washington's D. Wayne said it earlier. Like they came to play.
Yeah, they played good.
it was different. It's like they were ball hawking last night, which you haven't seen that out of the Washington defense over the last 2 or 3 weeks. You have not seen that at all.
No, not at all.
I mean, kudos to the scheme, man. Like you got to trust the scheme, man.
And I mean, golf is no slouch as a quarterback.
He's not. I mean, he put up big numbers this year, man.
He had a good season.
Yep.
Can't take nothing away from Detroit, man.
No. So enough of y'all's Commanders and Lions.
Hey, Zeb didn't even get to speak on his boys.
Well, go ahead, Zeb. What do you got to say? What do you got to say about your Lions? They were the #1 seed for the first time ever in their franchise history.
Yeah.
But won the division and lose.
We had a coach change the culture of the locker room. So we'll be back next year.
Yeah. I feel the Lions, they'll be back.
I can't lie. I'm going to draft Jeremiah Gibbs in fantasy, man. He be killing us.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That dude, though, he was the shining star for the Lions.
Keep him signed. Give him a contract, please. Please don't lose him. Or the coach. Them two, we need.
Yeah, you got to keep both of those backs.
Barry looked like he wanted to get in last night.
Oh, Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
He looks like he
can still play.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He looks like he can still play. But on to today's slate, playoff games. You have the Rams and Eagles, and then the Bills and Ravens. So what's your all's thoughts on these games today? After seeing yesterday.
Who you like?
I feel like the Ravens. I feel like even though that they're missing Zay Flowers, the run game, they're going to be able to establish that early. And Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson back through the read option, I feel like it's going to open up a lot of things, and it might open up the pass game a little bit.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
I like that, though, really.
They're the two best in the game, man. I, when they got together, I told you, I think they're going to the Super Bowl and win it all. Now, hopefully, they lose to us if we do make it, but that's two of the best ever at their position.
Yeah.
But Jaishaun said something key, though. So they're missing Zay Flowers, man. So I believe it will probably be a heavy dose of Derrick Henry, which will open up the pass game, like you just said. So it'll be.
Why wouldn't you hand the ball to him? I would.
I mean, the guy's what, 6'3", 250. Who knows? Yeah, I know I'd make a business decision if he's coming downhill.
Right. So,
yeah, I can agree with that. I think the Ravens will, like you say, they'll have to have a heavy dose of Henry, and who wouldn't? You know what I mean?
So we're gonna go around the horn. So Jaishaun already took the Ravens. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon, but I'm going to take the Ravens also.
I'm with you. I mean, I got the Ravens. I think it'll be close. It'll be a good game because Josh Allen is just on another level, in my opinion, at QB as well.
Yeah.
And it'll be a close game, but I think it'll come ultimately down to defense. Somebody's going to make a stop, and I believe the Ravens defense, because I don't think the Bills.
They've been playing better.
They've been playing better, but I think the Ravens D will step up and win the game for them.
But it's in Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean it's in
cold
Buffalo.
up there.
But
Baltimore, they're used to that shit.
I mean, there's still cold weather in Baltimore.
Yeah, man.
It's not the same, but yeah. I'm just saying it's at home for Buffalo.
Yeah. But I got Ravens.
You're right. They're treated like it's a road game. I mean, it's a road game for Baltimore, but
so who you got, Chris?
Up to that, man.
I told you I picked Ravens to win the whole thing when they got Derrick Henry. I'm like, damn. And Lamar, that's amazing.
Zeb, who do you got?
I got the Ravens, but I don't know what's going to happen if they play the Chiefs like next weekend. Like thinking ahead.
Well, we ain't going to discuss that yet.
Yeah, that's another day. so the panel all takes the Ravens on that one.
Mahomes, we'll talk about that game of the Chiefs and Texans because the Texans were playing. They was hitting that defense, and then they get bogus, this roughing the passer calls on Mahomes.
But like they got robbed on that one first down where the running back was past the mark, and it was 3rd and 1, and they were down by like 1 score. So it was 3rd and 1, and then they came up to run a play, and then they threw a penalty on him for like illegal shift, and then they made it like 3rd and 6. And then the announcers went back into it. They were like, "Oh, look, he was past the marker. Why didn't they replay that?" So they never replayed it.
Yeah,
it's another one of those Kansas City moments, man. Like where the refs are always on their sides, but
it seems like it.
Yeah,
a lot. It just seems like it.
It's questionable because
Jaishaun knows this playing football. That's a momentum changer. Texans, I remember the first roughing the passer. It was 3rd and it was something 3rd and long,
right? And
they call it, and then they get another one where he goes and slides, but the two Texans hit each other, and they still threw the flag for. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So it's kind of sketch. Why does Mahomes get all these calls? And it's just big momentum changers. People don't want to say it, but it is. When you sit there and the defense is pretty much made a stop.
And it sounds like LeBron. Like LeBron's the face of the NBA. Like Patrick Mahomes is the face of the NFL. So, I mean, you got to believe. I mean, he gets certain calls that other quarterbacks.
Well, yeah. I mean, the superstars are going to get.
It just happens like that. But
it's the way it is. They're going to get favorable calls.
It's almost like you got to make your mark first. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in the league a certain amount of years, or gain that respect.
I can agree with that. He's going to get little favoritism.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next game. What you got?
Who would say? Oh, Philly and Rams.
Yeah, Philly and the Rams.
So this is y'all's upcoming. Whoever wins this, who do you see playing Washington?
I feel like the Eagles. They have Saquon Barkley. He's been having an amazing season, and that pass game is just elite. I feel like you have a balance of both worlds, and probably gets like a young Ram team. I feel like not going to stand the whole time. I feel like the Eagles are all in that game.
Well, I don't know about a young Rams team. They've been there.
Well, yeah, They were there a couple of years ago, but I feel like after they got the Super Bowl, they went into their rebuild. They just had a couple pieces that helped them get to where they are now. I feel like
I agree. Nakua, and their running back. So Stafford is
he's the vet on the team for sure.
Coach.
Like I'm with Jaishaun with the Saquon thing. Saquon's that guy, but like I'm just thinking like it's going to come down to quarterback play. Who's going to make that turnover that they don't have to make? And I think it's going to be Jalen Hurts making that turnover, that interception that he's used to throwing in big moments.
And the Rams defense is playing better too.
I'm going to have to ride with the Rams in this one, man.
So
in a close one, though. Real close game.
I think it'll be close. But
Saquon will have MVP type numbers, but come out not on the upside.
I'm with you. I believe in the veteran Stafford. I think he's going to step up, in Philly because it's in Philadelphia, and I think it'll be on Stafford. Like you say, it's going to come down to the quarterback play.
Yeah,
and I think Stafford will outplay Hurts and win the game. Chris, what do you think?
Is Aaron Donald playing?
the Rams wish.
So I got Philly. I want Philly to win because I love Saquon, but I want Philly to win because that's our division. I think it would be a tougher game and environment to play up there in Philly, Lincoln Financial or whatever. But they beat us once this year. We beat them once. I would love that rubber match. But thinking about how we just went to Tampa, way down to Florida, went way up to Michigan to beat Detroit, maybe it's cool to go all the way to California and play the Rams.
Yeah.
Because we're not really worried about where we go. But I got Saquon and the Eagles.
Think they're too much, that running game?
Yeah, Aaron Donald's not playing, right?
Yes.
He's out for this
You
game.
might change my mind now that Eric Donald's not playing. Eric Donald.
I think they put him on the pups list.
Right.
Yeah, for life. He retired.
Yeah.
All right.
That guy was
Zeb, who do you got winning
Oh,
this one?
I got the Eagles. Barkley, he's playing on another level. He's walking away from records. He doesn't even care about it. Like in the last game, at the end of the game, he could have scored a touchdown. He could have run his stats up, but he just took the knee. He's just on a different level.
Yeah, you gotta love players like that are humble.
He wants to win the Super Bowl. I can tell by the way he's playing.
Well, that's always the ultimate goal. Yeah, it's a team sport, not individual. Because what did Saquon say? They like interviewed him about it. Like, why did you score? And he's like, I could have pulled a hamstring or something like that.
Could have though.
It's true, but it's just funny how he responded to it. So yeah. So we see
how these games play out though.
So we see what we all picked. We all
went with the Ravens.
Or all went with the Ravens.
And
so Ravens,
Chris,
Chiefs,
Zeb, and Jaishaun all took the Eagles.
Got it. We took the Rams.
You and I, we took the Rams. So
gotcha.
We're gonna ride with the Ram, man.
So let's talk about we got done with the NFL. Let's talk about this upcoming national championship.
You're talking about the national championship.
Yeah.
I told y'all
You're Ohio
State.
State.
You ago, we was gonna win. Who did I tell you was gonna win? Let's go.
You said
Buckeyes.
Ohio State. I know. I was trying to ride that Oregon train, and they disappointed me. They always seem to choke.
I'm just mad I didn't place a bet on this, because the spread, the odds would have been so crazy.
Yeah.
I could have won a good amount of money taking the Buckeyes because nobody would have thought Buckeyes 2 months ago was going to win.
Well, we'll start with our special guest, Jaishaun. Who do you feel is going to win?
I feel like Ohio State's going to get it. I feel like Notre Dame takes pride in their man defense, and they're going to stick with what's been helping them win all season. Like Ohio State performs better in man. Got Jeremiah Smith, true freshman receiver, going over the top. I mean, there's nothing you could do one-on-one with him. You have to have somebody over the top, and playing man-to-man coverage all game, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
So Wayne, go ahead.
Jeremiah's a beast. Nah, I'm going with him, man.
We already know who you like, so you've been saying it for
It's
weeks.
definitely Buckeyes, but I believe, like Jaishaun said, man, they play a lot of man-to-man, but you can't do that with Ohio State, man, because they got weapons that can beat you over the top, man. So, go Buckeyes.
Well, you know me, I'm going to go with the underdog.
Of course.
I like to see
Every time you go with the underdog, what happens? It comes back to hurt you.
All right, let me.
Just like you.
I think Ohio
got
State.
my Commanders down the last 2 matchups.
I got to keep it all right. Ohio State's probably they got too much speed. Notre Dame has played tough. Their defense, you got to give them that. But I think, like you said, they try to play man and then if they go zone, Ohio State will probably just eat that up.
Quick question for you then, Tony. Who has a better defense?
Who has a better defense? Man.
Because you keep saying, Notre Dame has a good defense. I know, but Buckeyes also have a good defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably it's close. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm going to give Notre Dame their credit because I didn't think, honestly, Notre Dame would even make it. I thought they would lose.
Now, who has the better offense?
Oh, Ohio State.
Okay. So who's going to win the game, Tony?
I just said I'll go with Ohio State. They'll win. I'll have to keep it real. There's just going to be too much offensively, I feel.
I like to mess with you, man.
I mean, even though I think Notre Dame, they'll come to play, I don't think it'll be a blowout, but Ohio State will pull it out.
Yeah. No, I actually think it's going to be a good game, man, because like you just said, both of them have good defenses.
But I just don't think Notre Dame offensively has enough firepower. Yeah. So, what do you think, Chris?
Rudy. I love that movie, Rudy, man. And Notre Dame hasn't been good since back in the early 90s, really. I'm picking them for that reason, the sentimental pick, but also because the coach, Marcus Freeman, man, half black, half Asian, he went to Ohio State and played football.
Yeah.
And I think he's just turned around Notre Dame, man, and I think they can take it to him. So I'm definitely picking Notre Dame to win it in a close game.
All right. Is that
time? But I'm rooting for Notre Dame.
Zeb, who you got?
I'm thinking Notre Dame's going to do it. I think it'll be their year.
The luck of the Irish.
Yeah, I think they'll do it.
Well, hey, it's a year for teams like that. Washington, Notre Dame, certain teams that haven't been relevant since the early 90s.
No, it seems
time to come back.
Yeah,
You got
throwback.
it. You got a good point. Teams coming back. Very true.
Yeah.
So, all right, fellas, we want to mention about TikTok, or no? We're going to save that for another day. Wayne's got a smile on his face.
We'll save that for another day.
Save that for another day.
I don't have TikTok, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either, but I see a lot
Everybody's
of
butthurt about TikTok. Everybody's butthurt about TikTok being banned right now. But yeah, I guess we'll save that for another day. So yeah, guys,
we can talk about that all day. So we'll save that for another episode.
What about the favorite person? My favorite person I've never met, and that people always ask if you could have dinner with a couple people or whatever, who would it be? The one that I never met, man, his day's tomorrow, man, and he should have his day every day. But that's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., man.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have to work tomorrow. I do, but a lot of people get off of school and work and stuff.
He don't have school tomorrow.
It's a holiday.
Yeah.
There's no school tomorrow?
We got off tomorrow.
Yeah, man, it's a national holiday now.
I know, that's sweet. It wasn't like that when we went to school, but that's amazing, man. I'm glad. Like, I've been to his house where he was born and everything in Atlanta more than once. He's definitely the guy I would have dinner with if I could, that I didn't know, man. I think he did a lot for us, and the times that we're going through now, man, it's special to know that there was people that really stuck their neck out there and tried to make a difference. And obviously a lot of people now are afraid to go that route because the ones that did it in the 60s have all been killed.
They're all gone.
But it's to have it a national holiday and people not to have to work or go to school, man. That's something special, man. Because he definitely meant a world of difference for all people, not just one race or one ethnicity and one financial bracket. He tried to help everybody.
Well, corporate businesses, they need to stop just being greedy. Like, I got to work tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, you have to work. See, that's messed up.
So do I.
Like, everybody should be off. Like, it's a national holiday,
but at least the kids get out of school. That's cool.
Do you get time and a half? Because it's a holiday.
No,
you should get time and a half.
I don't even think so. We get like this holiday slip at work. It'll tell you all the holidays throughout the whole year. And I didn't see Martin Luther King on there, bro.
Man,
I think I might bring that up to my HR lady.
You should.
And she's black. So
you just had to throw that out there.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a man and woman talk in your office. We gotta straighten this up, man.
Just call out, man. Seriously? Make a stand.
Yeah, man.
Say you're celebrating MLK. All right.
Zeb, you work tomorrow too?
Yes.
Damn. Why do these factories have to be open? That's crazy,
man.
Because they want the money. The only people that really get off are like federal and governmental places.
It's just governments. Yep. Private corporations, it's their option to give you off or not.
Well, man, we all know that.
People work on Christmas too. I mean, it's up to them.
Yep.
All right, Tony.
Well, all right, fellas. Well, it was fun, and Jaishaun stayed on the show with us. He wanted to stay on, and we appreciate him. Good luck to you, son, again.
Hey,
off the Wake Forest. And hopefully you just keep working hard, young man. Just keep that good head on your shoulders, and you'll go far. Just with that. So, guys, enjoyed it, and we'll see everybody next week. Then this is Brothers with Opinions. We're out.
Brothers with opinions, big voice, no silence, revolution televised. Ain't no good in private, not knowledge to the ignorant. Ain't never been bliss. Stand up and be heard. We the new activists. Yeah, brothers with opinion, let the convo begin. You know communication key, but then you must comprehend. Preach B.W.O. Let your voices be heard. We enlightened by the truth, and now we spreading the word. Let's go. How do we learn to live when we conditioned to die? Most people fail before they start because they don't ever try. Man, they told us we was worthless. We believed in the lie. We took it way too literal when Big said ready to die. You know the KKK turned the cops in disguise. Man, a lot done changed, but race still applies. 5-0, hands up, don't even ask why. Trayvon, Mike Brown, man, another mother's cry. Hey, B.W.